In a rare turn of events following the victory of Lula over the Brazilian hell demon, we now have even more good news to report, and that is that the red wave in the US midterms turned out to be a red drip. Paraphrasing from the words of the now legendary John Fetterman, good night, motherfuckers.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night, motherfuckers. Lights out.
That's how he opened the debate, and it still worked. It still worked.
What do we know, right? I mean, we were like, he shouldn't have done the debate. He should have done the debate, Luigi. He should have done 5 debates and good nighted everybody. So happy that Pennsylvania showed that snake oil salesman from New Jersey exactly what he deserves. Nothing. He deserves nothing. Go home, Oz. Go back to New Jersey.
Yeah, Oz got destroyed. So that's Philadelphia. That's
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
My God, yeah. Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. Yeah,
the great Philly, a bastion of Democratic vote in Pennsylvania.
Is it? It's traditionally a big battleground state, right?
Pennsylvania, yes, but the Democrat hotspots are the cities. Philadelphia, and what's the other one? It starts with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Both in and they did well. They did well. I was looking. I was watching yesterday. By the way, I started yesterday with the ultimate dread over me about what was going to happen. But I was so pleasantly surprised. The Democrats stood their own, Luigi. They stood their ground.
They reclaimed the fatherland.
And when I say, I mean, completely. I mean, the Republicans genuinely have shut the bed on this, even worse than any one of us. The Democrats didn't expect this. The actual Democrats did not expect this, which is unbelievable. I mean, as we speak right now, the Democrats are +1 in the Senate, which is unreal, isn't it? And that was Pennsylvania. Dr. Oz.
There's still a few to be decided.
Definitely, they might. There's even a slight possibility that they will lose the Senate, the Democrats. But I think with what we've seen up to now, they have overperformed expectations. And in the polls, I would even say that they undersampled them this time for God knows what reason, right, Luigi?
They for sure outperformed their polls, and it might get better because the mail ballots that are being counted at the end are probably leaning Democratic, right?
By a big factor. Every 2 years when we go to the elections, the factor increases because for some reason, Donny Boy doesn't want his voters to vote through mail-in ballots.
Donny Boy, that's a big chapter.
Reportedly fuming today.
So
they still haven't even won the House, Luigi.
Yeah, but I'm looking at sort of bookmakers, prediction markets, and they're
likely to win the House.
There's a 90% chance right now that the Republicans win the House and 80% of the Democrats win the Senate.
Unbelievable. They managed to hold the Senate in a midterm year. I mean, historically, they should have done much better, the Republicans, and they're gonna win the House with the narrowest of majorities.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't make a difference, though.
It does. It does because that's going to give power to people like the Titan. The Titan has managed to get re-elected. But Boebert, it doesn't look likely. It's getting tight, Boebert. Fortunately, the Titan managed it. And imagine, Luigi, if it's by 1, say +1 Republicans in the House, she's going to have enormous power at that point.
It's never going to be +1, but if it's like...
It's going to be very tight.
Even if it's +4 or 5, that's how it's looking right now. There's going to be a +4 sort of Republican majority in the House and probably +1 for Democrats in the Senate.
Wow. John Fetterman, are you ready to apologize, Luigi?
I'm not. I mean, honestly, I still think that if he hadn't done that ridiculous debate, he would
have done even better.
Yeah, he would have gone even better.
By the way, the gubernatorial in Pennsylvania, which is Josh Shapiro, not the Shapiro we know.
Not the famous one.
Not the famous one. The Democrat that's running in Pennsylvania for governor's race has blown out the Republican. Blown out of the water, +10 points. Doug Mastriano, you remember that guy? He was there, one of the extremists. He got blown out of the water. And Fetterman won his Senate seat as well. Mastriano was one of the really crazy ones, Luigi, that was going to overturn every election that we lose from now on. Well, he got fucking blown out of the water, 55-42 race call.
You know who else did really well?
Yeah, let's go. You're gonna mention Florida.
Boy Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, let's go to Florida. It was very important that Florida seems to be backing the trend and going in the opposite direction. The Republicans blew out in Florida. They had
plus 20%.
They had amazing victories, and that was just in Florida. Which, my guess, I mean, with the villages, you know, the villages, Luigi, those super communities of really old boomers that are all crazy old guys going fast. The villages those have proliferated a lot in Florida, combined with the Cubans and the inbreeding, you know, combined with the heat, the humidity. I think that's what explains Florida.
That's what explains DeSantis. I honestly think it's a backlash to the woke culture
in Florida.
Whoever wants shelter from wokeness goes to Florida, and like you can do it if you.
There's a lot of nasty people, emigrating there.
It's literally a safe space from safe spaces.
And I'm gonna give it to DeSantis, who 20 points ahead, isn't it? Something like that he won. 20 points, unbelievable, right? But even Marco Rubio did really well. So that's what I'm saying, that in Florida in general, Republicans seem to be really, really winning. And that's contrary to everywhere else, where they had a really bad night.
And you know what that means? That means that
DeSantis. Anyway, Florida's gonna
DeSantis just got a lot of ammunition.
Let's discuss
a lot
that.
of
Let's make a point though that in the long run, fuck it, because Florida's going underwater. So I mean, whatever they do there, it's gonna be inconsequential in the future. Yeah, go on about DeSantis, which changes the dynamics.
DeSantis just right now received all the exactly. He's the conquering general returning to Rome.
Floridian Neanderthal ready to take the crown from Donny Boy. Donny speaks.
He's coming. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming for the king. I can bet
the reason is that Donny's candidates did fuck all last night, but DeSantis did excellently. I don't know, Luigi. I don't know.
Even Melania is in shock. Apparently.
No, not you. Not Dr. Rose. I like.
Oh. But honestly, DeSantis is going to challenge Trump to a primary, and that's going to be epic battle of the strong man.
I don't know if DeSantis can take it, Luigi, because I mean, you saw the other guys last time.
Oh my God, I saw DeSantis's recent debate. He can't.
Little Rubio.
Dude, honestly, he's going to try to Trump. He's going to use the Trump tactics against Trump.
You think you can pull it off against Donny Boy, against the master of rhetoric,
the maestro
himself? Yeah, I mean, you saw. I mean, I'm sure you know that. I think it was the rally the night before or something. Trump called him Ron the Sanctimonious. You've heard that, right? The Sanctimonious. Busted out the thesaurus for that one. I don't know if it's his best nickname yet, but he's going to have to come up with more of them. DeSantis, DeSantis did well. I think he's on the front page of the New York Post or something. The future, I think, is what they call it. It's pathetic.
How did the
which one?
The New York guy do?
Shaggy got re-elected. Mazel tov. 5th time, I think. Chuck Schumer.
No, not Chuck. I mean, for governor, what's his
governor
name?
Of New York. Where is New York? Here is New York. KD 52-47 race has been called. I remember. I know what you're inferring. That Democrats were getting agitated about this one as the race approached. I'm telling you, Democrats did not expect this outcome, but she comfortably won. 5 points ahead. Race has been called. And I mean, Biden was campaigning in New York, wasn't it? And looking at his defensive stance and the polls, because I assume he was looking at the polls as well. Yeah, we expected a bloodbath against the Democrat, and it turned into a red drip. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And I think symbolically, it is a repudiation of the extremism of the Republican Party, driven by Trump, obviously. And
The-
the abortion actually played a much greater part. Thank the fucking Lords.
For sure. If it wasn't for abortion, this wouldn't have happened.
Do you think that if it was a Mitt Romney style Republican Party, that they'd have done a lot
probably
better?
Yeah, they didn't address the whole inflation thing. Their inflation, their idea of controlling inflation is we're gonna cut the government, and people
you struggle to make sense of that, right?
Yeah, like people just need something a little bit more coherent than that.
I remember Oz was going on, we're gonna unleash energy.
Yeah,
that was the one plan to rule them all.
We're gonna fuck the environment and we're gonna cut government.
I'm gonna frack the fuck out of your state until there's nothing left standing. And this is gonna do everything. This is gonna better everything.
Beto lost again in Texas.
I'll take that as a victory, Luigi, to be honest.
55 to 44. I mean, not really a victory.
No, I mean, that he lost. I mean, I consider that.
Nobody wants Beto. Beto is literally, I don't know.
By the way, the perennial darlings of the MSNBC folks, etc. Beto and Stacey Abrams, third time running, both of them did fuck all again. Do you remember Stacey Abrams with Kemp? Kemp got re-elected by a lot.
Fifth time is the charm. Fifth. Gonna do it a bunch more times.
And interesting as well in Georgia that Brian Kemp and Raffensperger got re-elected by a lot because they're the ones who backed Donny when Donny wanted them to find the extra votes. They're the ones who said, fuck you, Donny, we're not going to do this. And they got rewarded for it, which is interesting. And I want to talk about the polls again because polls were off, too off. I mean, Herschel was supposed to be 3 points ahead. He's behind. But I guess I sort of understand it. Because we had 2-3 elections where the Republicans were undercounted. This time it happened in reverse.
The polls honestly just haven't been working since 2016, since Trump came into the scene.
He's even fucked up the polls. But interesting, very interesting. The astronaut in Arizona, he's ahead. Thank God Blake Masters is a degenerate of the highest order. He's one of Peter Thiel's boys. The other one did well, but in Ohio, he defeated Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan, I don't know, man. He ran a good campaign, but on the other hand, he's Tim Ryan. Look at him. I mean, no, not good enough as a leader. Not good enough. He's the one you remember in the primaries with Bernie when he was like, yeah, but can you stop shouting, please? Stop shouting, Bernie. We're all angry. Yeah, you get it. You get that this guy cannot easily be elected, right? in a place that leans Republican.
I'm surprised he ever got elected.
Fair enough. Ron Johnson, unfortunately, in Wisconsin, they could have had another game, the Democrats, but he slightly pulled it off. Hate Ron Johnson, another idiot in Congress. Nevada is tied.
Yeah, Nevada still hasn't been decided. Neither has Georgia. We haven't talked about Georgia, right?
Yeah, we haven't. We've sort of mentioned it, but Georgia is going to a runoff. Basically.
Georgia is probably going to a runoff, for a clear winner to be decided today or I don't know this week. Somebody needs to get over 50%. Therefore, the latest results were with 98% of the votes counted. The Democrat had 49.3%. I don't know. It looked like it's going to a runoff. Probably.
Yeah. And the Republicans going in thought they had a chance of taking New Hampshire, not even close. 53-44. And even, you remember in Michigan, the governor there, Gretchen Whitmer, blowout. She won by 10 points. They thought they were going to get here. All in all, I think, there's going to be problems in Mar-a-Lago.
Honestly, we were expecting a red wave.
Yeah.
It was more of
we were expecting a red tsunami.
It was more of a red fart at this point.
Yeah. And it feels good. I can just imagine Steven Crowder's tears as he was streaming yesterday. and it gives me hope. It gives me hope for the world, people. It is such a rare event as well to have to come out to speak with you, Luigi, about good news. I don't know how to express myself.
It's been a while since we've gotten any good news.
And Lula as well, we haven't discussed. That beautiful.
A great month.
A great month.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God. I mean, I'm lost for words because I was expecting exactly the opposite. So we will have to be fucking sarcastic about everything because everything's going to hell. And instead, they stood their ground. Chucky, Nancy, the Warriors.
Chucky Cheese is back.
Oh,
when will these people ever retire? Please go away.
I mean, after this victory, Luigi, never. It's gonna be what do you think is gonna go? Let's do some speculating. What do you think is gonna happen 2024 now? Because everybody's gonna start talking about it now.
Honestly, I don't know who is gonna run as a Democrat, but the Republican race is way clearer. It's probably gonna be Trump, but like DeSantis is gonna give him a run for his money.
I think so as well. I think Trump's got the primary, even with this, he's going locked on.
Yeah, he's got the fucking cult going on.
Yeah,
the other guy has the whole I'm not really crazy.
I'm not really crazy. I won't buy a law in Florida, but is that gonna be enough compared to the might and fury of God, to the king?
Might and fury
of Donny Boy, of Little Rocket Man. It's gonna be difficult. I agree. Trump might cinch the nomination in the Republican Party, but then he's gonna go against
nationwide. I'd say that DeSantis would actually be a better candidate.
100%. Yeah. I believe that as well, Luigi. 100%. Because he's not that insane, basically.
Exactly.
He hasn't been going on for 2 years talking about how he won the election he lost. I mean,
the Republicans haven't pitched a common sense candidate in 30 years now.
I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna say
maybe Romney. Since Romney.
Romney was the last one. I mean, he was a Mormon, but whatever.
But on the Democratic side, it's a much more open field, right? Because like obviously you've got Biden, but I mean, let's be real.
He had a magnificent performance.
Let's be real. Nobody wants Jack to run again. I mean, probably not even Jack. I don't know.
If you're gonna cross out Jack, then the field is wide open. If you're gonna remove Jack from the equation,
it can be as crowded as like if there's a primary, it's probably gonna be Kamala, Buttigieg,
it's gonna be Japanese train levels of cramped. The field, it's gonna be packed like sardines.
They're gonna try to block.
Warren is gonna try and run, I believe. All of them.
Nobody gets excited about Elizabeth Warren these days. She's still like a banking crusader, which is a very it was popular in 2010.
Came third in her state of Massachusetts. I think it's gonna be Jack. It's gonna be Weekend at Bernie's with Jack. They're gonna drag him out like a puppet, like a marionette, but it's gonna be Jack. Because if it's not Jack, it's what you say. I think after these results, Jack's gonna get a spring in his step. We got him.
Honestly, it depends on what kind of medication Jack is taking by 2024. But I mean, in all seriousness,
has improved magnificently. Every year it gets better.
In all seriousness, like if he runs, like it's gonna be a bit tragic because there's gonna be no Democratic primaries. Because Bernie's like, no, Jack is my friend.
And we have to be honest as well. Bernie is getting on with years. I don't want to be ageist, but we're at the 85. Yeah. We're getting to the dementia age.
I'd still rather have him than anybody else driving the ship. But I mean,
give a shot to Fetterman, because I was really into Fetterman, but then I had the debate and I was like, fuck, the stroke really did a number on him. Let's give him a chance to recover. It's in the Senate. They don't do anything anyway.
6 years. It's a 6-year term. It's good.
And let's see what he does next. He's a bright spot. They didn't want him, of course. They wanted a neoliberal shit lip somewhere. But Fetterman won the primary. Interesting, very interesting what's going to happen. So we still got Georgia. Georgia's a big one, but it's going to be a runoff 100%, 90%. And Arizona is a big one. Those are the ones I'm really looking at. And Nevada as well. But already Democrats +1 because of Dr. Oz going home. Even Oprah endorsed Fetterman. You heard that one?
Even who?
Oprah. Yeah. She's the one who made Dr. Oz, sadly.
I didn't know that, but
yeah. Dr. Oz used to feature on her shows all the time, selling fake pills, I don't know, stuff like that.
like fake pills.
The guy's like Trump, basically, without, I don't know, I assume without the $1 billion property empire. He's a TV guy, a TV moron who sells shit, whatever. Let's not discuss anymore. He's going home. He's going home, people. And Donny Boy must be fuming. We are prepared for the face-off between Ron the Sanctimonious and, in lieu of a better name, we're waiting for Trump to come up with a better one, versus Donny Boy, the king. That's going to be epic.
The last king of Condor.
The last king of Scotland.
Nice.
But we'll see what happens then. And I'm not certain that DeSantis has the stomach to take it, honestly.
Honestly, you should see some of his recent appearances.
I haven't watched him a lot because,
he's like, I don't know, he cosplays as the biggest asshole to have ever walked the earth.
I hear he's shipping migrants all over the United States.
Yeah, I mean,
as you do, as Florida governor.
that's a publicity stunt. Mostly, yeah.
But I mean, what a jackass! What a jackass!
No, by the way he answers stuff in debates, like think of the stank face and like
a pissed off truck driver, is something like that. Well, fuck you! Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
I'm here for Florida, not for you, mainstream media.
Shit lips.
I know you prefer the migrants. Fucking idiot. Yeah, he's done well.
It's his night too.
It's his night too. Yeah. It's for the Republicans.
It's a power shift within the Republican Party.
Yeah, they're gonna keep Florida and fuck all else.
Florida is gonna secede. Sayonara.
Back to Cuba.
Adios.
Yeah. Beautiful. Anyway. Excellent. We wanted to.
It was a nice special.
It was a nice special just to get a message of hope across the universe.
And a merry early Christmas.
All right, then. See you, everybody. See you around.
Have a good one.